Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name's Caitlin and today I'm going to be telling the story of how I am slowly achieving my dream. Yeah, it's been a very strange few months. It's been very odd. I have been away for about a week. I just want to address the elephant in the room. I've been away for a week, I've been away. Yeah, I've not been home. I pre-filmed as much as I could, but obviously things did not work out that way. Things are always a lot harder in person, in reality, but hey ho, I'm back, it's fine, I'm back. But yeah, I'm going to be doing my makeup today and I'm going to be telling you guys how I'm achieving my dream and how I'm performing in one of the biggest arenas in the UK. You know, no big deal, it's fine. Yeah, anyway, I'll just start doing my face, I guess. So, I am a musical theatre student. Many of you may know I have spoken about this quite a lot on my channel. Yeah, I'm a theatre kid. I've always loved theatre. Well, no, that's actually a lie. When I was a kid, I was actually scared of going to the theatre. I was absolutely terrified of the theatre. I remember once going to see A Christmas Carol with my primary school. I cried all the way through. I had to bring like a teddy with me because I was so terrified. So no, I haven't always loved the theatre. I used to be terrified of it. I was terrified as a lot as a kid, so, you know, we're just gonna let that slide. But all of my kind of, not adult life, but, you know, older life, I don't know, I've just loved the theatre and I've loved going to the theatre. I haven't been able to go and see many shows because, you know, I'm not the most wealthy person in the world, but been to see a few. I remember going to see Lion King, which is my favourite film ever, with my mum. She bought me tickets to go and see the Lion King for one of my birthdays, and we went, and it was such a big deal because I don't get to go and see shows. I don't really get to see these things, and it's just absolutely incredible. I remember even when I went to go and see the Lion King, there was a scene, it was the I just can't wait to be king scene, where these big kind of, I don't even know how to describe them, these like very like African mascot things come in, and I remember being scared. Like I have a fear of mascots. I was facing my fears and I was like, I just fell in love with it and I was like, okay, this is amazing, this is so cool. Then I realised I could sing and I, you know, things just took off from there, really. The second like big theatre experience that I had was I went to go and see Wicked on the West End for my 18th birthday. That was wow, absolutely incredible. We had a weekend in London, and you know, before that I'd only seen The Lion King in Liverpool, in the Liverpool Empire. I was still very new. I fell in love with it very quickly, and I knew only after watching maybe one or two professional shows, like professional big shows, that is what I wanted to do, and I just loved it. I fell in love with it. Something that I've always found very funny about my personal journey is that, and I mean, you watch X Factor and you watch Britain's Got Talent and things like that, and these people are saying like, oh, I've been singing since I could talk, like I've always loved singing, singing's like, look. I didn't realise I could sing until I was about 8 or 9, maybe. I didn't, like, singing wasn't a big part of my life. I just didn't do it. I didn't grow up singing, which, I mean, is different in this day and age, I guess. The way I found out that I could sing was, I was playing X Factor at an after school club, and yeah, I just started singing as a joke, and then everyone was like, oh wow, you can actually sing, and it just set off my love for singing, I guess. It just set it off. So yeah, I ended up going to college to do musical theatre, and some of you may know that college was not a good time for me. I actually almost dropped out. I almost gave up. Not because of the course, just, you know, I had a lot of issues at college, and I almost gave up, and I almost just, you know, went into psychology, and I almost just didn't do it. I didn't do what I loved. And that is something that I want to, you know, tell you guys. If you love doing something, don't let anyone else put you off doing it, because you could be like me. College, I didn't think I wanted to go anywhere, you know. A serious note, I, you know, tried to end my life, and I tried to just not be there anymore, and I just wanted nothing more than to just not be alive anymore, because I didn't see myself going anywhere. I was being told by people that I wasn't going to go out to anything. I was coming home and my home life was not great. And I was ready to give up. I was ready to just go home, sit on my bum, cry. And I was just ready to just go. And I just didn't want to be there anymore. But then Corona happened. So I got to leave college like months early. So I mean, for me, it couldn't have come at a better time. I was, you know, ooh, lucky escape there. So I got my grades and I spent a few months just chilling out, and I started auditioning for drama schools. Now, if you don't know, drama schools are basically university for theatre kids. It's intense training, musical theatre training. It's wild. There are a lot of very prestigious drama schools, and I started auditioning, and I started really doing what I loved. And even just auditioning for the drama schools, it was like, this is like my first big audition, because I didn't have to audition for college, even though it was a musical theatre course. They didn't really audition you because it was just college, really. But drama schools, they audition you. They put you, you know, in a room with an auditioner, a massive camera, and they go. That's your shot. And it was that or nothing. I've spoken a lot about my university. I really do love my university. I go to LMA, which is in Liverpool. It's co-owned by Robbie Williams, so, you know, no big deal. That was my first choice of university, and I got in, which is mental. I got in to a drama school, my first choice of drama school, and I was off. I was off. I moved out. If you've watched my Neighbours from Hell video, you know I moved out. I'm commuting next year. Made my mind up. I'm commuting, honey. But yeah, I got out of this small town and I moved into a big city, and I started doing what I loved. And I started just thriving. There's no cattiness, there's no bitchiness, there's nothing like that, because I'm surrounded by nice people. And for once in my life, I was surrounded by people who respected me and who understood me and who had time for me. And I looked back, and at the time it was only like a few months before I tried to end it all, and I look back and I was just so happy with these people who just thought like I thought. It was just a whole mind fuck. I'm sorry, but it was so surreal. And to this day, I mean, I love everyone at uni, and yeah, they've made my world, really. So our first show, which is the show that I'm going to be talking about in this video, was a showcase, and it was very dance heavy. I've never really been a dancer, which scared me quite a lot. All this dance, it was mad. But, you know, throw yourself in it. This is what I wanted to do. I knew I had to improve. I knew I had to just throw myself in it. Just do it. Don't be afraid of doing things you're not comfortable with. Just throw yourself in it, do it, love it. So I managed to get one of the roles. I got Judy in 9 to 5 in the little 9 to 5 section, and I was singing with two amazing, beautiful girls. They were my Doralee and my Violet. Oh my god, I could not have asked for more amazing girls to sing with. I just love them. I just love them so much. And yeah, we were off. We were rehearsing, and for most of the rehearsal process, I just thought that we were going to be performing either in the LMA theatre that they had on campus, or maybe like the Playhouse in Liverpool, like somewhere quite small, you know, it's a year one show, whatever. But no, I very, very quickly realised that when LMA do something, they do it all out. And we were going to be performing at the Echo Arena, which is now known as the M&S Arena, but for this video, I'm just going to call it the Echo because that's what it's kind of known as. Yeah, if you don't know, the Echo Arena is a very big arena in Liverpool. Lots of celebrities play there, lots of comedians go there. It's kind of a big deal. And I'm not gonna lie, that terrified me. I was very scared because before this I had played in like Theatre 7 in Shrewsbury, which is not a very big arena. It's, you know, it's a little theatre, it's a, you know, a small town, quaint, if you will. You know, I've done some stuff there, but this is the Echo Arena. This is not Theatre 7. Wow, I've just been emailed about a collaboration and they were like, yeah, here's your 50% off code to buy whatever you want. Honey, I'm not paying to do a collaboration when you reached out to me. Can we not do that? Anyway, where was I? I did my brows off camera because I'm not talking and doing my brows at the same time. It's not happening, not happening. So, yeah, we were doing a showcase and as things got a little bit more serious, there were doubts, definitely, in my head. Can I do this? You know, do I want to put myself through all this? But I think, to be honest, a lot of that was because of my nightmare neighbours. I have a whole playlist about my nightmare neighbours. I do actually have an update for you. I know, it's not over. Wish it was. I don't know if I'm going to film it. I might leave it a few months for things to just blow over for a bit, but yeah, there was even more. Even more, because I can't just have a quiet life. So yeah, basically I was sleep deprived. I was doing sometimes 7 hours of dance a day. It was not fun. It was not fun. So doubts came in and I was thinking, can I actually do this? Can I do this to the best of my ability? I don't want to let everyone down, but I carried on. If you have a dream, carry on, because otherwise I know if I'd have given up, I would have hated myself even more than I do. So don't do that. So yeah, we got in the arena, day of the show. It was all very very strange because we got in the arena the day of the show. So there was no like time for faffing around. We were in there at 7:30, we were at the door. I had to get up at about 5 AM to do all my makeup and everything, get into town. 7:30 at the door. 8 o'clock in the morning, did a full run of the show. We did a full blocking of the show because we hadn't been in the theatre. We didn't know what we were doing. Like, what are we doing? Full blocking of the show, full run, lunch, and then it was the show. Now there were a few things that went wrong with our show. Not our fault. No one's fault. But I just want to talk about them because they're very funny. They are quite painful, but they are quite funny. Okay, so for the show, there were 2 casts. We did the same show, it was just 2 casts because my year is quite a big year, so we all wouldn't have been able to fit on the stage. So there were 2 casts and my cast went first, which was a curse, basically. So we didn't have a sound check, really. They basically checked all the mics for the other cast and then just kind of went with that for us, which, okay. Our mic check was, we were all stood on stage and we just sang through a song. We didn't have individual checks. We just sang through something, and that was a bit of an issue. However, to be honest, we didn't really notice that because when you're on stage, you can't really hear the different mics because you're stood behind the speakers. So for the show, we didn't even realise, but we'll remember that. The big issue with our show is that apparently, we did not know this at the time, but apparently the lighting rig had crashed, like, after the first song. So we had about a 5-minute break after every single song, which is not good. So yeah, at the time, we didn't know what the hell was going on. We were just told that we couldn't go on stage for our next number Don't know why. We just couldn't go on stage. And you know, when you're told that like, oh, you need to pull in an audience, you need to keep the audience pulled in and like all this stuff, you can't do that when you have a 5-minute break after every single song. It's just, you can't keep an audience engaged, because we weren't engaged, because we were having to wait 5 minutes at the end of every single song, and we obviously didn't know what happened at the time, so everyone was getting very annoyed. Everyone thought that maybe it was because we hadn't had like a proper tech run, but no, the lighting rig just crashed, so that was fun. Now, something else that was very fun to have to deal with was the strobe lights. So remember how I said we hadn't had a tech run? They decided to put strobe lights on in the middle of a song. No one was aware that they were going to do that. So when you're on stage and there's flashing black and white lights, it kind of throws you off. If anyone had epilepsy, they would have been dead. It was, yeah, no, that wasn't nice. I would have liked a warning about that. And I've heard a lot of people were a bit miffed about that. I hate doing intricate eyes on camera sometimes, because I forget how much focus I need, and then I just don't talk while I try and blend this out, and then suddenly I have an eye on and you don't know how I've got it. So obviously because of COVID we couldn't have a big audience, so it was just the other students that were watching us, and obviously our tutors, which that was sad. That really was. Like, I would have loved to have my mum come and see it, but I mean, there's always next year. You know, whatever. That was a bit of a downer though. So yeah, the show was done. It was very well received by our very small audience, which was nice. And yeah, then we could just chill out. We were the first show of the whole year, so we could just chill. We were done. We were fine. We sat and watched the other cast's show. We sat and watched the first year. We sat and watched the second years and the third years the few days after that. And it was just really, really nice. So, remember what I was saying about the mics? Well, the whole show had been very professionally recorded by the film and TV students. They did an amazing job. It looks like a professional recording. It's very nice. However, the mics on that recording are bad. They are very bad. Yep. Like, you can tell that something is going wrong behind the scenes, because in every song there's always like one person who's like belted right up and everyone else is kind of, so you can always hear like one voice or like one or two voices that are way above the rest. In one song, I think all of the sopranos mics were like, you couldn't hear them at all. So that kind of ruined it, because I don't want to show that recording to my mum now, because the recording is not great. I don't want to show that to anyone. I'm not happy showing that to anyone, because the mics are just really bad. The mics are so bad. It was better in person, okay? It was better in person. But yeah, I think because they'd linked the mics to the recording. I think what they did, they recorded the show, they deleted the audio on the film, and then connected the mics to the film, if that makes any sense. I think that's what they did. They shouldn't have done that. They should have just got rid of the mics and then just used the raw sound from the film, because that would have been a whole lot better than the mics, in my opinion. In my opinion, please don't sue me. That's my opinion. Okay, so I just went and cut my crease off camera. I love saying that sentence. So much alliteration. Cut my crease off camera. Oh. So yeah, here we are. I'm finally out of my apartment from hell. I'm living my dreams. And honestly, if you'd have turned around to Caitlin even a year ago and said that this is where I was, I would not have believed you one bit. I know when I was in that rough part of my life, lots of people always said like, oh, it'll get better, like it gets better, don't worry, and I was the first one to go, no, you don't know what you're on about. No. But honestly, if you are in that kind of place, if you are struggling, it really does. Take this as an example, or, you know, I'm sure there are so many examples out there. It really does get better. Just surround yourself with positive, amazing people and things get better. I can account for that. Okay, I'm just popping some purple on the outer corners just to give it some more spice, you know. This is my Soph X Revolution palette. I would have shown you, but it is my Pan That palette. Don't want to give away spoilers. I'm actually doing really well with this palette. Like I've said before in my Pan That palette updates, I was expecting to like try and use this for maybe like 3 months maximum and then just get bored of it, but actually I'm still using it. Wow. This purple is a shade that I'm really struggling with, so I like to incorporate it in as many looks as I can. So yeah, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do my lashes, lips, maybe fix up a little bit, and yeah, here's some pictures of the show while you wait. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and the face is complete. I used my Morphe Poolside eyeliner just in here, just, you know, to switch up a little bit, and because it's in my project pan, so I wanted to get some use out of it, and I just used my ABH gloss. I know I didn't say what products I used in this video. I'll list them down below. Don't worry. Don't panic. Yeah, I'm kind of got out of the habit of doing that. I really need to carry on doing that. So here we go. I hope this video was maybe inspirational. I really want people to continue to do what they love. Even if people knock you down, keep doing what you love, because I guarantee you one day you will be up there doing what you love and no one can say shit. So yeah, please keep going, because I believe in you. Everyone here believes in you. This is a safe space. You just gotta believe. Okay, I'm gonna stop going on because I have stuff to do. So if you did like this video, please like and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. And I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.